Well, the Hornets without Al Jefferson, as we mentioned, with the strained groin, probably out for up to a month, hopefully less, but right now that's what it looks like. How does the Hornets offense run without Al on the floor?
It's going to be different.
This has been the type of team, and this speaks to Steve Clifford's coaching ability. He can plug guys in there. He sort of reminds me almost of Larry Brown as far as a guy who can get players to believe in a system, play great defense, find a way to score on offense, and win close games when the chips are stacked against you personnel-wise.
Right.
Personality-wise, he's a lot different than Larry Brown.
PJ, 10 points, 10 rebounds to go with 4 blocks. Your first NBA double-double. Some might call it a breakout performance. How does it feel to have found your rhythm?
I mean, it feels good.
Well, our injury report, actually there's one addition to it that I don't even know that you're aware of. Erin Gradwell is on the sidelines tonight with a high fever of 102 degrees. She is our point guard. So we pass to, I guess, maybe our 3 or our 4. Matt Raczynski with Patrick Ewing. Welcome back to Live at the Hive. I'm Pete Sousa. Alongside a very special guest, we are very happy to welcome NBA Commissioner Adam Silver back to Charlotte. Now, 2 weeks ago you're in India bringing books and basketball over there. Last week you're in Brooklyn entertaining royalty with William and Kate. What brings you back here?
And I was in Philly earlier this week.
That's
too.
right. I'm a Philly guy.
Yeah, all
I should know
right,
that.
all right.
In the offensive end.
You mentioned Davis, 23 points, 10 rebounds, emerging MVP candidate.
Yeah.
What has surprised you about his evolution as a player? Just talked to Steve Clifford. PJ Hairston back in action tonight. How important is that for a team that shot 2 of 20 from beyond the arc on Monday?
Boy, and
Good things can happen.
Well, good things happened for the Hornets. They won 4 straight. They were averaging about 107 points, shooting about 45%. Since then, 4-game losing streak, averaging about 86 points, shooting about 37%. What would you attribute that to?
It does keep shooting until it starts to fall.
You mentioned your teammates. You guys have 3 straight wins, longest winning streak of the season right now. What's the mood around this team?
I mean, it's good.
Pete Sousa standing alongside Hornets legend David Wesley. David, first things first, you're back in town. What is it like for you to see the Hornets logo and the colors all over Charlotte?
I think it's great.
Gelling with the team.
He has had trouble gelling with the team, and that's why one team that's really looking at him is Indiana. Brooklyn also likes him. You plug him back into Indiana, that's a specific situation where he's comfortable. They know him. He's a really good player, and he's
Right.
only 24. And his numbers this year speak for themselves, 10 points, 5 assists. He's just not fitting so well with the Hornets. And more could be revealed there. He could stick around, and we could be talking about Lance Stevenson averaging 15 points a game and this team going to the playoffs in
Right.
February or March. Things change awfully quickly.
He had a 3-year contract, so I guess we'll see how this plays out into
Third
January.
year's an option, so it's a good tradable contract.
Okay.
Involved in the business and the basketball side.
Switching to the basketball side, the action on the floor. You've been around conversations of raising the age limit for draft eligibility. We've got a guy here, a Carolina guy. I know you're a Duke guy, but we've got another Carolina guy, PJ Hairston, who used the NBA Development League as an avenue to the NBA. More traffic going down that street?
It'd be fun.
One guy that Coach Clifford said really will have a chance to step up is Gerald Henderson. 16 points on New Year's Eve in Houston. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year. I mean, all this time, and I haven't
I've
given
been
you
waiting for that,
Yeah.
Pete. Been waiting. Happy New Year to you,
Happy
too.
New
Thank
Year to you, Matt.
Thank
Well, on
Thank
New Year's Eve, Gerald Henderson rang in the New Year again.
If they can do that tonight, they'll have a good night.
Can you guys tell that she was a coach? Stephanie Reddy, 6:30 tonight starts Hornets Live, followed by all the action between the Pelicans and the Hornets. You can see me 6 o'clock live at the Hive on Hornets.com. For Steph Reddy, I'm Pete Sousa. This has been Shoot Around Sound.
Kemba and Kyrie Irving.
We mentioned that season-long 4-game winning streak. Kemba was white hot. He struggled of late. What does he have to do to rediscover that gear?
Yo, thanks so much for coming in.
I
We
think
appreciate it.
did you play me in with Will Smith because I'm from Philadelphia?
Exactly.
That was
West
right?
Philadelphia, born and
Yeah.
raised.
No, not West Philadelphia, but Philadelphia nonetheless. Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
Thanks for coming
I
in.
want to shift our attention now to 2 guys who weren't seeing much time on the floor, Noah Vonleh and Jeff Taylor. Noah Vonleh just 32 minutes this season. Jeff Taylor, obviously the 24-game suspension. Limited action for the 2 of them. They'll get a chance to play now, both of them being sent to the NBA Development League. Right. That's the All-Star update. The Adam Silver update is at Adam Silver NBA on Instagram. One of the best follows out there.
Thank you.
When did you develop the social media foothold?
Well,
they're outstanding, and they will crash the boards hard tonight.
Damian Lillard, outstanding. If you're Kemba Walker, Monday night Chris Paul, Friday night Steph Curry, now you got Damian Lillard. How do you slow him down if you're Kemba?
Man, write home and tell somebody about it.
We're gonna keep it going with the brown nosing because I forgot to ask you this last time. Michael Jordan, I guess it was before the season started, took over social media for a day. You were a huge part of that. What was that like? So over our shoulder right now, we were just looking at Gary Neal and Kevin Love. They are on the floor warming up. Kevin Love's going to go. Gary Neal still questionable. I want to turn to you, Matt. What is it like when you're a guy who's being hampered by an injury and is a game time decision, and you head out on the court, you're one of the last guys to warm up? What's going through your mind?
And play team basketball.
You get back here on Christmas Eve. What's a guy from Greensboro going to do on Christmas in Charlotte?
Well, my birthday is Christmas Eve, so.
Richard, you talked about winning basketball games. The Hornets have struggled to win basketball games up until lately. They've won 2 in a row in the absence of Lance Stevenson out with the public stream. Do you think this team is better with him off the floor?
It's been an interesting.
I love social media. It's a way it just brings our fans that much closer to the game and all aspects of it.
I'm going to bring the fans a little closer to you. One last personal question, and we'll let you out of here. It's December 17th. Does Adam Silver have a New Year's resolution in mind?
Now, do you feel that Charlotte Hornets vibe that everybody likes to talk about?
Well, the vibe in this lounge is definitely different. I've seen Matt and Matt. It's usually out on the court.
Things have changed.
We're in the high rent district.